test, 1, 2, 3.
Good afternoon and welcome to Lake Ice Arena. The game between the Dubuque Saints and your Boji Mammoths. Starting lineup for Dubuque. Back forward, number 14, Jensen Hill. Number 22, Gabe Weiner.
Good morning, hockey
13,
fans.
Sammy Ruiz.
Welcome to the broadcast of the Midwest High School Hockey League game between home Boji Mammoth and the visiting Dubuque Saints.
21, Andrews
JV was victorious. The Saints were victorious in the JV contest. 6-0. We're on the way here for the Varsity contest. Starting line for just being announced.
Ferguson. Number 18, Dexter Walden. Number 27, Jackson Brad. At defense, number 13, Lucas Chappett. Number 23, Brady Olson. In between the fights, number 9, Luke Brett. This time, please stand and remove your hat for playing our national anthem. We also have ladies with us today. Number 6, number 8, Briggs Kilpatrick. He's in kindergarten. His favorite team is the Capitals. His favorite thing about hockey is playing games. Also, number 25, age 6, Denver Marshall. He's in first grade. His favorite team is the Washington Capitals, and his favorite thing about hockey is playing defense.
Song has been sung, let's play some hockey. Week will start Trevor Breen in net today. Colton Stoll still struggling with a bit of an ankle injury. Looks like we'll get Ben Zick on defense. Anders Hill on defense. Jensen Hill at forward. Center and captain Sammy Ruiz. And Cade Weiner on the wing. If you're watching from the comfort of your living room, realize that it is cold as hell here in Boji's Arena. Puck's down and we're underway. Boji controls it in their own defensive zone. They'll go D to D. Try to bring it up the middle. Broken up there by Zick. Driv back to the defensive zone. Cade Weiner's got it there. Right up to Ruiz. Chips it into the zone. Jensen Hill will chase it down. Hill knocked off the puck behind the net. Boji controls it in the corner. Sammy, I don't know, it's Cade Weiner battles for it there. Hill tries to get it up to Sammy. It's tipped away. Sammy regroups, fires it back below the goal line. Boji controls. Cade Weiner takes it away. Walks up the near boards, drops off for Zick. Back to Weiner. Weiner in the slot. Walks through one, walks through another. Hands off to Sammy. Shot. Rebound. Blocked by the defender. Jensen's got it. Walks to the top of the circle. Shot. Ping pong goal. Now Zick tries to fire it in. Blocked by the defenseman's chest. Sent ahead. Cade Weiner's got Jackson Heacock with him. Shot deflected off the defenseman. Peacock behind the net, kicked out in front. Sheehy! Shot blocked. Back behind the net. Xavier Sheehy wheels to the corner. Gets away from one, loses it. Takes a lumberjack swing at someone's skates. Sheehy behind the net now. Squares up on the goal line. Has the puck stolen on a block. Fights to get it back. Now it's Peacock in the corner. Got Henkel in front. Peacock battles for it. Knocked off the puck. Now it's Henkel behind the net. Can't get it. Boji works it into the corner. Sheehy takes it off the wall. Feeds across to Peacock. Peacock top of the circles. Blasted into the skates of the Boji defenseman. Now it's Liam Henry. Sends it back behind the net. Alex Henkel in the corner. Cycles down to Sheehy behind the net. Sheehy's got it there. Wheels bottom of the circle. Takes it to the slot. Top of the circle shot. Fired wide. Kicks out to the far side. That's Schultz. Knocks it down to Heacock. Not Heacock. Henkels. Schultz can't hold it in at the blue line. They'll fire it back over to Henry. Henry dumps it in on net. Saved by the goaltender. Boji's got it. And they'll counter the other way. Michael Pohl's out there. Sends it up to Tyler Randall. Eli Schwartz can't quite get a stick on it. Boji stakes. They wheel back behind their own net. Send out. Michael Pohl's with a steal shot. Saved by the goaltender. Kicked up over the netting. For a whistle. As I said earlier, Dubuque was victorious in the JV contest. 6-0. Buck Smothers recorded a hat trick. It could be his first hat trick of the high school career. And Maddox Mitchell accounted for 2 goals. We've got Tyler Randall out there now for the varsity team. Face off down. Boji controls behind their own net. Tries to bring it up the near side. Fans in a clearing pass. Randall applies pressure. They'll go back behind the net. Send up the middle. Boji's got it now. Wheels across the center line. Dumps it into the zone. Kicks around to the far side. Eli Schwartz, big hit into the wall. Stays to pester the puck. Got it in the skates. Eli now across the red line. Takes it across the blue line into the offensive zone. Dumps it. Rest onto the far corner. There's Smothers. Sent out to the far side. All the way back. Green will stop it. Play it off to Zick. Zick's got Huger on the near side. Doesn't like that one. Goes back behind the net. Comes back out this side. Now it's set up the near boards. Max Mitchell making an appearance at varsity too. So hard work pays off. These JV players out there. Mitchell plays off to Zick. Zick hard off the boards. Boji knocks it down. Now it's Smothers back behind the net. Sends it out of play. In net for Boji is Luke Fredericks. I can't pronounce it right. He had an amazing game yesterday. I think he had like 50 shots on him. Touchdown, we're back underway. Back behind the goal line. Danny plays it up to Cade. Cade hits Jensen streaking across the middle. They'll take it into the attacking zone. Through the slot, Jensen still has it on his stick. Now he'll play it back to the D. That's Schultz. Schultz back to Hill. Hill tries a centering pass. Cade all alone. Fires it wide. Kicks out to the far side. That's Schultz to pull it in. Sent towards the net. A little high. Back to Henry at the blue line. Knocks it down. Bouncing puck all the way to the slot. Cade Weiner's got it. Backhander. Oh! Tried to get it over to Jensen in that time, but couldn't quite settle it and get it leveled. Now it's Weiner again. On the goal line. Spinorama. Tries to tuck it back around. Sammy Ruiz knocks it down, holds it into the zone. Sent to the corner. It's Weiner again. Battles forward in the corner. Weiner still digging for it. He's gathered away from one. Sends it on net. Luke with the save. Now it's Jackson Heacock. On the boards. Circles around. Waits for a change. fires it on net, gets blocked. Liam Henry battles for it. Alex Henkel swoops in, picks up the loose puck, takes it to the net, loose puck, banged away. Pushy, pushy, woo woo. Jackson, he got skates away. So we'll get Heacock, Sheehy, and Henkel out there. These two played together on Team Midwest. Their teammate on the Team Midwest was number 12, Garvin for Boji. So a little reunion for them. Sheehy in for the faceoff. Good control, shot, saved by the goaltender. Henkel tries to play it back to Sheehy, a little hot. Comes to the corner. Jackson Heacock battles for it there. Knocked out the puck, it goes behind the net. Sheehy tries to pick it up. It's knocked away from him. Still battle for it in the corner. Boji tries to get it out. Henkel's got it in his skates. Plays it back below the goal line. Sheehy back to get it there. Bouncing puck. He's got it now. Centers it. Puck hits the defenseman's skate. Goes to the corner where Heacock picks it up. Sheehy knocks the player down from behind. No call. Shot. Just wide of the net by Cooper Smith. Now it's Henkel in. Battles for the puck. Back below the goal line. Boji picks it up. Henkel runs the player over. There's going to be an interference call for that. Ref makes a single for a railroad crossing. Alex will take a 2-minute rest. And we'll see the penalty killing unit for Dubuque. This is Jensen Hill, Cade Weiner, Landon Schultz, Liam Henry. The aforementioned Garvin back on defense for the Boji. Schultz wraps it hard around the boards, kicks out to center ice. Boji goes D to D, now they'll send it up to the middle. Weiner steals it there, walks away from one. Luke knocks it up into the netting for a face-off in the defensive zone. Cade Weiner steps in for the face-off. He's got Liam Henry behind him. Wins it forward though. Wraps it around the net. Loose puck in the slot. Can't finish. Boji now comes the other way. They'll bring it through center ice. Across the blue line. Into the attacking zone. Shot wide of the net. Wraps around to the far boards. Boji fires it back to the D. He'll go D to D. Garvin with it there. Played down low. Work down the boards. All the way down to the corner. Schultz will fire it around. Kicked out. To center ice. Hill applies the pressure. Boji spins away from him. Back into the attacking zone. Shot into the corner. I'm not sure Green saw that one. Fed back to the far corner. Weiner's got it there. Taken away from him. They'll walk the goal line. Fire it out to the high slot. Shot. Saved by Breen. Loose puck. Kicked back to the point. Boji's got it there. Fired down low. Into the corner it goes. Liam Henry picks it up. Feathers it up to Weiner. Weiner backhands it out. Gets it out of the zone. And we'll get a change. Sheehy and Heacock hop over the boards. Plays back to Henry. He'll fire it to length. Sheehy's got a step. Garvin with him. Takes it away. Walks in. Tripped down and Luke will cover it for the whistle. 8:57 left in the first period. Pay no attention to the clock. It's on the screen. I can't fix it. Don't complain about it. Sheehy in for the faceoff. 24 seconds left on the Henkel penalty. Boji wins. Tries to play it up the middle. Sheehy still back checks. Oh, it's sent up. Into the boards goes. Stand ahead. Boji's got it there. Jackson Heacock making life miserable for them. Check from behind. It goes uncalled. Ben Zick pops it up in the air. Now he'll knock it over to the far side. Zick takes it into the zone. Down to the face-off side. He's on the goal line. Looks for someone in front. He's got Heacock there. Fires it back instead. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. Heacock's got it in the corner. Dumps it off for number 5. Tyler Randall. Randall gives it back to Zick. Zick sends it on net. Tipped in front by Heacock. Can't quite get it in. Now Boji's got it. He'll work it out of the defensive zone. Skates over top of it, but picked up by the wing. Across the blue line it goes. Schwartz is there to knock it free. Kicks it back to Anders Hill. Anders now across the red line. Into the attacking zone. Drops it off for Mikey Poles. Poles sends it towards the net. Loose puck in front. Covered by Luke. And we'll get a whistle. Fresh line jumps over the boards. We'll get Brock Smothers, Maddox Mitchell, and Jack Fugger. William Henry and Schultz back on defense. Boji controls the faceoff, tries to get it out to the neutral zone. Knocked back in. A little bit of a thrashing going on there. Now Schultz, far side, tries to rough it up, knocked off the puck there. And WrestleMania action. Dump back below the goalie in Boji. Big hit there. Not sure we got the best side of that though. Smothers now worked over hard. Schultz sends it towards the front, bouncing puck. Mitchell to go chase it in the corner. That's Fugger, sends it out in front, kicks towards the net. Loose puck covered by the Boji goaltender. We'll get Cade Weiner, Sammy Ruiz, and Jensen Hill back on the ice. They'll be backed by Anders Hill and Blake Schrader. Shots are 12-2 in favor of the Saints. Puck's down. Controlled on the far board. Jensen Hill will dump it back below the goal line. Sammy Ruiz picks it out in the near corner. Sends it back in the middle. Weiner gives it to Sammy. Fired, saved. Sammy again wraps it around the back of the net. Cade Weiner's going to race to make life miserable for the Boji defense. Weiner walks the goal line. Gets a shot. It's tipped in front. Hard up the glass. Anders Hill knocks it down. Loose puck in front. Boji will clear the zone. Sammy will put it back in. On the far side, Garvin knocks it back below the goal line. Blake Schrader goes to pick it up. Hits the brakes. Clears it with his feet. Sent over to Hill. And played into the bench. Austin says to shoot it at me again. And I'll trade you to Fremont. We'll get the Midwest line of Sheehy, Henkels, and Heacock. Backed by Zick and Cooper Smith. Boji wins the faceoff, gets it back to their D. Down the boards. Cooper's got it in the corner. Plays it behind the net around the ice to Henkel. Henkel forces it out of the zone. No, he doesn't. Tries to. Heacock comes in to help him out. Now it's Zick. Back along the boards. He'll kick it out. Sheehy pulls it up at center ice. Centers to Henkel. Henkel shot wide of the net. Wraps around the boards. Held in by Heacock. He'll dump it down. Henkel behind the net. Gets it to Sheehy. Sheehy's got it on his stick. Worked hard into the boards. He's knocked off the puck. Loose right behind the net. Jackson Heacock with a nice wraparound. Tries to get it over to Sheehy. Sheehy takes it away in the corner. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. Big thanks to all the Boji referees in the stands. Tyler Randall up for the faceoffs. Boji will play it behind their own net. Dropped off there. They'll advance it up to center ice, taken away by Michael Poles. He'll dump it back in. Eli Schwartz races, and he's the first man to the puck on the back wall. Pulls it out of the corner. Tries to play it back to Henry. He's worked over hard there. Now it comes back to Henry. He'll go D to D over Schultz. Schultz dumps it into the corner, wraps around behind the net. Boji will try and bring it back out. Gets it to Schultz, who will dump it on net. Saved by the goaltender, and he'll get a whistle. Puck's down. Throw by Boji along the boards. Schultz dumps it back in the zone. Boji will go back below the goal line to retrieve it. Tries to bring it out. Stolen there by, looks like Smothers. Smothers now on the back wall. Centering pass. Just out of the reach of Fugger. Schultz walks it down. Gets a shot. Covered in front. And a whistle. Luke's got all kinds of stuff falling off in here. Gets his padding back in his helmet. Helmet back in the head. Puck's down. Boji controls. They'll kick it out to center ice. And Schultz takes it away there. Oh, loose puck in the slot. Covered by Breen. Let's try the face up in the defensive zone this time. We'll get Captain Ruiz out for the faceoff. Boji controls. Poke loose by Cade Weiner. That's offside. So Ruiz, Hill, and Weiner out. They're backed by Hill and Schrader. We're going to do the arena football play. This was successful yesterday. I think they're on to us well. And the key to the arena football play is winning the faceoff, which we didn't do. Sent back into the Duke zone. Schrader will pick it up in the corner. Weiner tries to pull it off the boards, can't quite do it. Loose in the slot. Hill gets it ahead to Weiner. Weiner into the zone. Forces wide. Dodges a couple checks. Quick shot. Saved. Deflected in front. Kick to the corner. Jensen Hill will be the first one there. Big check there. Samuel Ruiz is going to take a 2-minute break. 2 minutes for cross-checking. That wasn't cross-checking, sir. That was roughing. Cross-checking is when you use your stick. Roughing is when you use your hands. So we'll get a penalty kill. Sheehy and Heacock pop out. They'll be joined by Henry and Schultz.
The Duke penalty at 3:05 remaining in the period. Number 13, Sammy Louis. 2 minutes.
Puck's down.
2 minutes cross.
Right along the boards. Schultz got it behind the net. Sends it to length of the ice. Jackson Heacock is going to come down and make Luke think about life choices. Blade to the corner. Blade back behind the net. Send around on the back wall. Jackson still applying a little pressure. Now he'll tag in Sheehy. Into the attacking zone, they'll come. Centering pass stole by Sheehy. He'll send it to length of the ice. Back below the goal line. Boji thinks about it there. Centering pass. Length of the ice. Oh. Not quite wide of the net, but close enough to keep it interesting. Luke sends it behind the net. He'll start there. Boji will break it out. Center ice. See, he takes it away there. Sends it the length of the ice on Luke. Plays it back behind the net. Still 45 seconds left in the Ruiz penalty. Weiner makes a block. Gavin takes it at the middle. Taken away from him there. Schultz plays it off the boards. Just a little too hot for Weiner. That's Boji, dumps it in from the blue line. Kick to the side by Green. Duke sends it out. Off the end board, stopped by Luke. Boji will start it up behind their own net. Weiner will force him to the outside. Takes it all the way into the zone. Cleared the length. Boji again winds it up behind their own net. Weiner gives them a flyby. That'll do it for the Ruiz penalty. Boji now from the blue line. Dumped into the zone. Anders Hill picks it up there. Weaves through center ice. Dumps it into the zone. Back behind the net. Heacock will be the first sink on the play. Boji controls it. Tries to play it up the far boards. Back behind the net. Henkel plays it. Sent back around. Sheehy pulls it off the wall. Spins to try to get away from one. Walks the goal line. It's knocked off his stick. Henkel battles for it there. He's going to get a penalty. This could be a checking from behind. Cross-checking again. You know, in order to cross-check, you need to use your stick. Isn't what happened there again. But he's wearing the red stripes, and I just have an earpiece in my mouth. So I think go back to the box. 2 minutes for Sheehy and Heacock will stay out for a penalty kill. 21 seconds left in the period. Still scoreless. Duke in favor of shot 17-5.
2 minutes.
Face off one. Boji's got it. Shot from the point. Wide. Rebound. Saved by Breen. Back to the point it comes. Garland with a shot. Saved by Breen. Kick to the side. Boji will work it to the far side. Shot. Off the crossbar. 4 seconds left. He gets it out of the zone. Dumps it on net. Fluttering puck popped by Luke. And that'll do it for our first period here in Boji. Shots on goal 18-6 in favor of the Saints. But we've got a scoreless game. Take some time, clean the ice, go to the bathroom. We'll see you back in 15 minutes. Oh. So the refs wait their way back to the ice. We'll give you some scores from around the league. The JV games have all finished. It was Kansas City over the Mohawks, 6-0. Lincoln over Ames, 7-3. Fremont over Quad Cities, 9-1. Who's wearing the Fremont jerseys today? Sioux City over the Warriors, 6-1. As I said, the Saints were victorious over here in Boji, 6-0. And the Oak Leafs won over the Lancers, 7-1. Saints make their way back on the ice. As I said, it's cold here in Boji, both inside and outside. I'm told it's recreational location up here. Lots of good fishing. The Heacock boys will disagree. They said the fishing wasn't that great this morning. Some games in progress around the league for Varsity. It's a final in Mason City, in Kansas City. Mason City's beating the Jets 6-4. In Lincoln, the Stars are winning 3-2. The Blues are on top of the Fremont Warbirds 4-3. Waterloo's beating Sioux City 2-1. And it's scoreless in Omaha with the Lancers and the Oakers. 0-0 here. However, yesterday at the end of the first period, we were losing 2-1, so small victories. Players have returned to the ice. Duke will be killing off that Henkel penalty. Looks like we'll get Jensen Hill, Cade Weiner out there to kill the penalty. Get Landon Schultz and Liam Henry back on defense. Trevor Green will be the man in the blue paint. Puck's down, we're underway. Boji controls, they'll get it into the zone. Taken away by Weiner, he'll race down the near boards. Cuts to the middle, shot, fired wide. Picks his own rebound up on the far side. 5 Boji players there to help him. Boji's got it now behind the net. They'll wind it up there, play it out the far side. Jensen Hill picks it up. Backhands it down the zone. Loose at the center ice. Cade Weiner's got it there. Jensen Hill down to the corner. Weiner comes to help him out. Boji collects the puck behind the net. Still a little wet from the Zamboni. Sent right across the middle. Dangerous play. Up the near side to Landon Schultz. Battle for it, center ice. Schultz took a big hit. Now back, Boji gets a shot. Fired wide. Liam Henry controls the rebound. He'll send it to length of the ice. Bolton to Luke. Stops it behind his own net. Boji will wind it up there. Jackson Heacox jumped on the ice with Xavier Sheehy. They'll kill the last part of this penalty. Waiting for their linemate Henkel to get back out. Sent back behind the Boji net to restart again. Boji works it up to center ice. Passes directly to Sheehy. He's wearing a black jersey today, so that might not work for him. 2-on-1 the other way. Heacock almost has it. Forces the play in the corner. Spins away from one. That's Garvin. Not Garvin. That is Garvin. Now back through the middle. They'll work it up in front of the benches. Henkel tries to play it ahead. Heacock's there. Can't quite get enough of it. Driven over to the bench. Henkel can't get it through. Oh, it's knocked into the zone. Henkel's got it there. Half step in front. Henkel goes Heacock. Shot's blocked. Boji's got it. They'll try and drive their way out. They give it up to center ice. Dumped into the zone. Zick back to get it. Behind the net. Spins to get away from one. He'll bring it up the near side. Drops off for Sheehy. Henkel's got it. Takes it into the zone. From the face-off top shot. Saved by Luke. We get Jensen Hill, Tyler Randall, and Michael Poles. That wasn't Jensen Hill, that was either. So Eli Schwartz is up there, the third forward. Schwartz has got it now, drives it to the corner. Shoots for a takedown. Up the near boards, battle there. Poles knocks it deep into Schwartz. Schwartz centers it. Can't quite connect with Randall. Played back, Honors Hill there. Back out to center ice to Schwartz. Schwartz knocked off the puck. Returns the favor. Pulls his guys there. Gets sandwich. Now sent into the Boji zone. Tyler Randall. Battle for in the corner. Boji will work it out. Michael Poles Pesterson. Spins away, finds some space in the corner. Now Boji in front of the benches. Cuts back to center ice. Works it in, drop pass there. Gets around one. Ben Zick with some nice defensive play. Gets it loose. Fires it up to Smothers. Send it out. Not enough force to get a nice one. Just inside the blue line. Boji brings it in. Ben Zick's got it. Up the middle, Smothers. Little room to operate. Run down from behind. No call because the ref was 30 feet behind the play. Sent down in. Glove down by Jensen Hill. Spins to the near boards. Works it up the middle. Gets it down to the slot. Loses it. Backhands it back behind the net. Now it's played up the near side. Smothers, big shot from the point. Directly into the shin guards of the Boji player. Definitely checks. Landon Schultz with a nice move to definitely make a check over there. Max Mitchell. That's a duck to get underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. Shot. Fired wide. Mitchell on the goal line. Tries to feed it out front to Smothers. Boji's got it now. Across the red line. Lost control there. They'll dump it down. Loose puck in the slot. Shot saved by Green. Rebound taken away by Weiner. He'll work it across the blue line. Into neutral ice. Hits the far blue line with some speed. Boji takes it away in the corner. Now Weiner's got it back. Tries the fake going behind the net and tuck it in. Luke sees that. Boji's got it now. Battled behind the net with Jensen Hill. Boji now, a little room to operate. Fires it up to the far corner where Weiner takes it away. Boji's got it now. The captain sends it out to center ice. Schultz has got it there. Reverses course. Cross ice pass over to Hill. Hill top of the circle. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. Bouncing puck. Kicks out to Schultz. Fires it on net. Loose puck in the slot. Still loose. Shoveled in by Hill. And we'll get a whistle. Sheehy, Heacock, and Henkels. Backed by Schrader and Hill. Sheehy steps in for the faceoff. He's got Heacock behind him. One to the boards. Knocked down to the corner. Boji will try and race him down the net. Sheehy takes it away from him. Out in front. Loose puck. Still loose. Now Boji's got it. Jackson Heacock grabbing Wolverine behind him. Shot high and wide. Gets a weird kick. Randy Sheehy picks it up at center ice. Jackson Heacock's with him. Sheehy dumps it down the boards to Henkel. It's Henkel. Spins, tries to get to Sheehy. Kicked in the corner. They'll play it off the boards. Anders Hill holds it into blue line. Shot. Deflected in front by Heacock. Kicked to the far side where Alex Henkel picks it up. Sheehy behind the net. Backhanded over to Hill or Heacock. Henkel. It's just a shooting barrage out there. Back to Blake Schrader at the blue line. Shot. Goal. Jackson Heacock. Jackson Heacock quick to point out that yes, I touched that. So he'll be the first to the parade line. Jackson Heacock from Blake Schrader gets the Saints on the board 1-0. Shots 26 and 7 in favor of the Saints.
Final third remaining period. Youth goal number 38, Jackson Heacock, assisted by number 19, Blake Schroeder.
We'll get Tyler Randall, Eli Schwartz, and Michael Poles up for the faceoff. They'll be backed by Ben Zick and Cooper Smith. Up to Randall. Randall chips it into the bench.
Go, Boji, let's battle!
Randall in for the face-off. Duke wins. Zick sends it into the zone. Boji counters. They've got it back out to center ice. Dumped it into the zone. Wraps around to the near corner. Cooper Smith there to get it. Played off the boards. Ahead to Randall. Randall advances it down the ice into the attacking zone. Boji's got it on the end boards. Smith staple guns into the wall. Michael Pohl swoops in. Eli Schwartz got it there. Pohl takes it back. Garvin the other way. Backhanded shot wide of the net. Played back. Just out of the reach of Zick, it goes to the corner. Ben Zick, big hit there. Randall plays it down. Get some business is picked up in the hitting department. Now it's on the near side, taken away by Jack Huger. Covered by the goaltender. Look at the whistle. 8:48, 8:46 left in the second period.
Get aggressive out there, Ford, let's go!
We get Fuger, Smothers, and Mitchell. Pucks down. Back to Schultz. Gets by him. Boji, Schultz hustles back and gets just enough of it. Jack Huger's back checks. Schultz has got it on his stick now. Drives it behind the net. Leaves it there for, looks like Liam Henry. It is Liam Henry. Liam Henry now out to center ice. Knocked down. We're going to get a penalty. This ref has called cross-check 4 times. And it hasn't been cross-checking once.
8:21 remaining in the period. Boji penalty number 27, 2 minutes cross-checking. Jackson Brown, 2 minutes cross-checking.
So the power play unit comes out. It's Jensen Hill, Sammy Ruiz, Sandra Sheehy, Cade Weiner, Alex Hickle. Ruiz in for the face-off. Puck's down. Referee says, I didn't do it right. Let me try that again.
Come on, Cody, win it, let's go!
Puck's down, Dubuque controls. Weiner tries to get it to Henkel. Goes an errant pass. Henkel picks it up, circles behind the net. Ridden the whole way, now he shakes the tail. Henkel back up through center ice. Comes into the zone, knocked down. She grabs it. Skates himself off sides. Cade Weiner now battles for it. Henkel's got it. Circles behind the net. Runs into trouble there. Boji takes it away, centering puck. Knocked the length of the ice by Sammy. We're going to get an icing call on this. So still 1:20 left in the power play. First unit stays out there. It wasn't the best 40 seconds of power play I've seen, but there's still time, boys. Sammy Ruiz in for the faceoff. Sheehy behind him. Puck back to Sheehy. Battles forward in the corner. Sheehy's got it. Take it through center ice. Into the attacking zone. He's stripped up there. Puck that is the 3rd penalty drawn by Xander Sheehy this year. Loose puck. Hill's got it. Shot. Goal. Jensen Hill. Power play goal. Still a delayed penalty on there, so the man in the box should get wiped out, and we'll get another 2-minute power play. Jensen Hill with the goal, making it 2-0. Power play back on now. 7:18 left in the second period. Second power play unit consists of Eli Shorts, Michael Poles, Jackson Heacock, Ben Zick, and
7:18
Schultz.
remaining period. Boji penalty. Number 18, Dexter Walton. 2 minutes tripping. 2 minutes tripping.
Schwartz in for the faceoff. Won by Boji. Dumps in the zone. Schultz plays it over to Heacock. Back to Schultz. Head to Schwartz. Schwartz takes it into the zone. Hits the brakes just inside the blue line. Does a little spin move. Boji steals it. Sends it to length. Schultz back to get it. Hits the brakes behind the net. Boji will force him out the near side. Brings it up. Sends it to Schwartz. Schwartz takes it into the zone. Around the back. Boji referees think it was off, but they're all sitting in the stand, so their opinion doesn't count. Schultz now, ahead to Heacock. Heacock weaves his way across center ice. Into the attacking zone, hits the brakes at the top of the circle. Sends it cross ice over to Henkel. Henkel dumps it down behind the net. Hill picks it up there. Works out of the corner. Tops of the circles. Sends it over to Weiner. Weiner to Ruiz. Back to Weiner. Down low. Loose puck. Kicks back to Weiner. Ruiz now. Cannons it in. Blocked there by the defenseman. Weiner again. Off to Ruiz. Back to Weiner. Down low to Hill. Off to Weiner. Bouncing puck. Blocked in the slot. Held in by Ruiz. Loose on the side, and Luke will cover for the whistle. 20 seconds left in the power play, 5:38 left in the period. Saints are up 2-0. Shots on goal in favor of the Saints, 29-7. We'll get Michael Poles, Schwartz, Ben Zick lined up in a wing position. Not sure what's going on here. Schultz on defense. Jackson Heacock. Oh, it's the second power play. Schultz, high slot, shot, wide in the net. Poles fires it around behind the nets. Comes over to Schultz on the far side. Schultz has got it there, walks the goal line, kicks back to Heacock. Heacock top of the circle, shot, just wide of the net. Ben Zick behind the net, spins away from one. Ridden into the net hard, or boards hard. Boji's got it. They'll try and break it out. Power play's over. Whoa. Landon Schultz took a bit of a break check there for a second. Boji into the attacking zone. Takes a big hit from Michael Poles. All 74 pounds. Jackson Heacock now works it into the zone. And Schultz gets a little payback. Michael Poles down in the corner. Worked up the near boards. Cross ice pass is tipped down. Schultz has got it there. Plays it over to Hill. Hill gets it just out of the reach of Sammy Ruiz. Worked down to the corner now. Ruiz spins away from one. Centering pass is saved by Luke. 4:22 left in the second period. 30 shots on goal now for the Saints. We'll leave Weiner, Ruiz, and Hill out there. They're backed by Hill and Schrader. Sammy in for the faceoff. He's got Jensen behind him. Puck's down. Boji controls. Behind the net. Now it's worked up the near side. Centering pass by Boji. 2-on-2 the other way. When Schrader forces him wide. Bring him down to the goal line. Centering pass taken away by Weiner. The 3-on-2 the other way, ahead to Sammy Ruiz, back to Weiner. Jensen Hill streaking towards the net. Weiner cuts in front. Nope, behind the net. Ridden off there. Still has it in the slot. Kicks it back to Schrader. Schrader walks the line, sends it over the Hill. Tipped away. Anders Hill has it back. He'll wheel it into the zone, dumps it in there, just wide. There you go, taken away by Weiner, walks the goal line, cutting in front, backhanded shot, he's knocked down there. Puck's loose, Weiner's still in the slot. Now it's wrapped around, it's a bad bounce on a stanchion. We're going the other way. Boji works across the blue line, shot blocked by Anders. Back below the goal line, breaks Schrader, puts a big hit on. Boji walks away with it though. Still in control in the corner, now it's knocked loose. Poked out. Blake Schrader hard off the boards, not out. Fired back below the goal line. Centering puck, collected by Tyler Randall. Played ahead to Michael Poles, tries to get it over to Eli, can't quite get there. Boji fires it into the zone. Pops straight up. Eli Schwartz, Tyler Randall battle for it in front of the Boji bench. This is 5 minutes of our lives we'll never get back. There we go. Finally get a whistle. Get the Midwest line of Sheehy, Peacock, and Henkel out. They're backed by Schultz and Liam Henry. Puck's down. Dubuque controls temporarily. That came out. Now it's Liam Henry. Behind the net. He'll work it up the far side. Plays it ahead to Sheehy. Somehow fucked that on his backhand without looking. Sheehy through the center. Tries to chip it by Luke. A completely unnecessary hit behind the net. Sent all the way back below the goal line again. Puck battle forward in the corner. Comes out. Big Weiner. No, Landon Schultz. Landon Schultz in no man's land down on the goal line. Look at the top line of Weiner, Ruiz, and Hill. Backed by Zick and Smith. 1:34 left in the first period. Shots in favor of Saints, 31-7. Ruiz in for the faceoff, backed by Hill. Gets it back to him. Hill dumps it down to the corner. Cade Weiner picks it up behind the net, sends it out in front, hits the net. Not in a good way. Now he walks the goal line. Gets it over to the far side. Pops straight up in the air. Samuel Ruiz has got it now. Fires it on net, blocked by the defender. Popped up in the air. Jason Hill grabs it, gloves it down. Dials forward on the side of the net. Sent to the corner. Hill's got it there. Drops it off for Ruiz. Tries to get it to Weiner. Sent in front. Held on. Everyone says hello. And the team set forward. 58 seconds left in the second period. Looks like we'll get Sheehy, Henkels, and Heacock for the last minute of the play. They'll be backed by Anders Hill and Ben Zick. Sheehy in for the face-off. A little late change by Boji there. For the home team, they're allowed. Puck down. Sheehy wins it to the wards. Boji controls. High off the glass. Out of the zone. Anders Hill has it there. Tries to get it out of the zone. Doesn't quite make it. Boji, nice little play going on here. Driven into the corner. Sheehy pokes it away. It's loose behind the net. Comes over to the near side corner. Anders Hill has it there. Fires it to length. Knocked down by Peacock temporarily. Boji recovers. They'll dump it in. Directly to Anders Hill's stomach. Ben Zick now. Off to Henkel. Henkel high off the boards. Glove down. Now it's Ben Zick behind the net. I think we're going to be happy to just get out of this period in 15 seconds. Anders Hill ahead to Sheehy. 8 seconds left. Chips it around one. He's got Heacock in the middle. Defenseman covered into the crease. A little discussion going on here. Defenseman covers into the crease. That's a penalty shot. We're discussing if that's what happened. Like I heard the Zebras out there. They've invited the goaltender to the conversation. His opinion seems to be slightly different from the other ones. Now they've invited Xander Sheehy in and quickly sent him away. So good talk going on out there. It's really simple. Was it underneath the defenseman or not? Maybe they're discussing what they're going to have for lunch. I'm hungry. It's 1 o'clock. Maybe they're discussing the recipe for Dr. Pepper as long as this is going on. Penalty shot. Or railroad crossing, who knows?
That's all right, Luke. You got this.
See who Austin sends out for the penalty shot. Looks like it's going to be Cade Weiner.
As he slid onto the puck.
1.3 seconds remaining in the period. Boji penalty number 23. Brady Olsen, Delaney Haynes. This results in a penalty shot.
Let's go, Luke. You got
So Alex Henkel looks like will be the lucky recipient of the penalty shot. My camera sucks. Camera sucked at that. Trust me when I say Alex Henkel was successful in his penalty shot.
Goal number 7, Andrew Hinkle. Number 7.
.3 seconds left. And that'll do it on the second period. After 2, it's 3-0 here in Boji. Shots on goal 31-7 in favor of the Saints. We'll clean the ice, take a break, get a hot pretzel with some cheese. See you back in 15 minutes.
Or
What else
first.
are you gonna do in the winter?
Or first. Oh, you want to look at it.
Well, we're my Boji next year. I don't know. I don't know what I've been wearing. I've just been living in survival. Boji living. Well, oh, this is the couple. This is what I had to learn with Jake, and I had to call. Like when I worked at the office, they had kids that played on the elite team and the balls, and I called them and figured out who they were. And they were like those hockey leagues skating. Work on this hockey league and skating always, and the shooting and scoring always. The other kids might progress in shooting and scoring, but eventually it'll all like come together. Like, this is the point. Oh yeah. What is it? Oh yeah. Well, I think CC pretty. Someone's got the fantasy. Yeah, everyone. It's just. I don't know. I just never. My and when they get to high school, they just do so much. Like I have mana t-shirts and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think I just in my mind I was ordering stuff, but then I forgot about myself. Where I don't know why it was Spirit Week and not, but it's very in your face. It's Spirit Week. This shit's everything. Like, yeah. You're almost to the halfway point. You feel like kicking.
Oh man, her sometimes interior, so I feel like it's harder. When I lay down, I can feel movement.
Oh, okay.
But like,
Not using your butterfly.
like when I lay down.
Oh, okay.
When I lay down. But
Is she still measuring fit?
yeah, I went to like a 78% tile, but we didn't do that on our last year was at Andrew.
Yeah, how's it going?
So the carrier made it two of them. Microary and a carryotype. So the microary came back 10 to 15% local size.
Okay.
They're going to turn themselves out of 100.
Okay.
So that to me sounds promising.
Yeah.
Okay. And the karyotype, they took 8 to 12 cells every single one of them as well.
Okay.
Which also
So-
sounds promising, but when you talk to my genetic counselor, she's like, look, that like the percentage doesn't matter. It's like, it could be low, which is great, but you don't know if those cells like you tell, or like from your skin or your urinary tract. Like we aren't testing your phone, we aren't testing your home, we aren't testing microbiome.
How does the open sound look?
Great.
Well, this is what I feel like. Maybe you should just stop testing.
Oh, no.
Maybe we should just stop. I feel like technology has come so far that it's just scary.
But there are
Yeah.
a lot of people that have all day.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, maybe we should just stop. Well, what about your guys?
I don't have it.
What
I
did
have
you guys? Did your genetic testing come back? What did you guys do for you guys? How did it come back?
I have it.
Oh, the carrier is what?
The duplication. So I have like duplication.
What's the duplication?
So 1Q21.1 duplication approximately.
Well, what is that?
The center of the first chromosome? The center of the first chromosome is
Like, yep.
added again.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
You got that. You got it.
Oh, that's what I'm
yeah. So like you can have ADHD, you can get hair from trees. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
It's like on the side. So now every time someone drops me, I'm like,
I have all that too.
it makes sense.
Are you like your parents okay with this?
I like it my mom. Definitely my mom.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe. So then they can, yeah.
Update on the pretzel cheese and Boji. I didn't get one, but I'm told if you were hungry, it was good. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but now you know. Scores from around the league. Varsity, Mason City beat the Jets 6-4. Lincoln's currently on top of Ames, 3-2. Actually, that's a final two, 3-2. Lincoln over Ames. Blues are beating Fremont, 5-4. Warriors are over Sioux City, 4-2. It's 3-0 here in Boji, and 1-0 Lancers over Oaks. Players on the ice. Just about to start the third period here. There are the players. So 25 people out there watching this stream on a Sunday. Thought my life was boring that I was in Boji watching a high school hockey game, but thank you for tuning in. Saints will send out Sammy Ruiz, Jensen Hill, Cade Weiner, Benzik, and Anders Hill. We'll start the third period. Boji wins the faceoff. They'll take it back in the defensive zone. Taken away by Sammy Ruiz. He's got Cade Weiner. Chips up ahead of him. Nice defensive play to knock it down. Weiner feeds it back to Anders Hill, who repaints the pipe. Weiner in the corner. Walks out. Centering pass. Doesn't quite get through to Sammy. Benzik now. He'll send it through the middle. Anders Hill doesn't get all of that shot. Jensen Hill back to Anders. Now fired on net. Bouncing puck comes to the near corner. Jensen over to Sammy. Tip. Gets back to Anders. Anders will fire it into the corner. Wraps around. Jensen can't quite pull it off the board, so Sammy does in the corner. Takes a shot from behind. Still battle in the corner. Comes out to Benzik. The blue line. Shot towards the net. Bouncing front. Cade Weiner tries to tip it in. Bouncing puck covered by Luke. And we'll get a whistle. So look, Boji's got a couple more players on the bench today. 7, so 1. One more player. Sheehy in for the faceoff. He controls, walks around one, in the slot, tipped up into the netting. We'll do it again. So Boji only has 23 players on the roster. I take that back. I think there's 8 players on the bench. Sheehy again for the faceoff. Boji controls this time. Into the corner they'll go. Tries behind the net. Plays it out the near side. We'll advance it out to center ice. Dumped into the corner. Wraps around. Schultz will play it. Works it back behind the net. Plays it ahead to Heacock. Flips it ahead to Sheehy. Sheehy can't quite get around his man. He loses it in center ice. Boji will force it back. Liam Henry collects in his own defensive zone. Cross ice pass over to Henkel. Plays it off the board. Sheehy's got it there. Sends it over to Henry. Henry will walk it into the zone. Shot. Saved by Luke. And we'll get a whistle. 15:07 left in the third period. Randall in for the faceoff, bouncing puck. Randall controls, gets it to Schwartz. Schwartz fires it just wide of the net. He'll chase his own rebound in the corner. Tries to get it back. Ducks on the pass. Smith ball's down. 2-on-1 the other way. Bouncing puck can't be controlled by Boji. Shot wide of the net. Green tips it over there. A little back and forth behind the net for Boji. Out in front, loose puck. Collected by Schwartz. Boji again fires it in. Blocked by the skate of Cooper Smith. Boji again fires it in. Loose puck. Kind of a wild rebound there. Now it's Schwartz the other way. Schwartz into the zone. It's Charlie Horst. Work back over to the near or corner here. Boji's got it there. Back the other net. They'll try and force it up that side. It's Tyler Randall. Plenty of room to operate. Shoots it just to the side of the net. Fires back. Cooper Smith out in front. Michael Poles gets a redirect, but can't put it in. Battle along the near boards. Ben Zix got a body on him there. William Henry has his pass knocked down. Now it's Ben Zick hard up the boards. Fired back into Zick. Henry plays the far side in front of the bench. Chaos going on here as Dubuque tries to collect the thoughts. Tyler Henry tries to work it out. Knocked back in by Boji. That was a big hit. Boji off the boards, got it on the goal line, wheels to the slot, shot saved by Green. Now it's Smothers into the corner. Plays it up the boards. Sent out to center ice by Mitchell. Jack Fugger presses the issue. Knocks it loose. Madison Mitchell off the blue line. Sent down to the corner. Takes an unnecessary slash. Now it's Weiner. Works it into the slot. Loose puck. Collected by Boji. They'll drive Weiner into the boards. Tries to walk away from another. Shot. Goal. Cade Weiner. Walks into the slot. Gets a nice goal. That makes it 4. It's the third period. We'll fix that too on the scoreboard. There we go. So 4-0 now in favor of the Saints. Shots on goal 38-10. 12:41 remaining in the third period.
22 unassisted.
St. Louis in for the faceoff. Weiner's got it. He'll work it up the far side into the zone. Walks around one. Shot. Hits Luke in the head. Always never like that. Battle for the near boards. Warner walks away with it. Drops it off. Tyler. That's Blake Schrader gets a nice shot. WrestleMania 3 breaks out in front of the net. Michael Sheehy Heacock hop over the boards. They'll be back by Hill and Schultz. Michael's going to take the face off. Wins it forward. Shoots. Into the side of the net. She is going to get a penalty, it looks like here. It's cross-checking on May left. 2 minutes. Slashing.
Well, 20 remaining in the game. You penalty number 34, Xander Shee.
I pronounce his name right.
2 minutes flat.
It's the little things.
Power play.
Jensen Hill steps in for the faceoff. He's got Cade Weiner out there to kill the penalty. Weiner picks it up. Walks around 3. Dumps it into the zone. Boji's got it behind their own net. They'll try and play it out. Ahead on the near side. Jensen Hill bodies the man, sent the length. Boji goaltender stops it. Cade Weiner makes him think about life choices. Boji cycles behind their own net. Cross-ice pass from the far side now. Into the attacking zone. Weiner knocks it off the puck. Sends the man flying, wrapped around to the near side. Liam Henry can't quite get there, but it still clears the zone. Jensen Hill plays peekaboo. We're going to get another Jensen Hill, another penalty. Elbowing. It was not elbowing, that was shouldering. Again, where the waterings off of computers.
11:28 remaining in the game. Review penalty number 14, Jensen Hill, 2 minutes elbow.
They got that last name right too. They're on a roll. Jackson Heacock will be the lone forward for 1:09. Puck's down. Dubuque wins. Landon Schultz has it. Hard up the boards. Held in by Boji at the blue line. They'll go D to D. Garvin's got it there. Top of the circle. Drops it down low. Centering pass. Blocked by Breen. Bouncing puck collected by Heacock. He's one-on-one the other way. Nice weaving play. Driven hard into the boards. Back checks all the way. Jackson Heacock gets the blue collar award here. Boji collects it behind their own net. Cade Weiner will be our sole forward here for 20 seconds. Get Sheehy back. Carried into the zone by Boji. They'll spin, give it to the top of the circle. Getting off, Boji's got it at the blue line. Cross-ice pass, blocked by Ben Zick. Xander Ruiz jumps on the bench, off the bench. 5-on-4 now for another 45 seconds. 2-on-1 the other way. Weiner and Ruiz. Shot, goal, Xander Ruiz. Shorthanded. 5-0. 10 minutes left. 42-10 are the shots. I don't think we got that goal either. This camera's great, except for quick transitions like that. So we get Weiner, Ruiz, Hill, and Henry. Back to Henry. He'll dump it in.
22 from 13.
They've got that backwards. They gave the goal to Weiner. Weiner now inside the zone, hits the brakes. Dump down. Samuel Ruiz gets it up to Weiner. Slides it in for 5, or for 6. So the floodgates have opened. It's 6-0 now. Another shorthanded goal. Shots 43-10. We get Sheehy and Henkel out here. I'm sure Heacock will join them. 3 seconds. Sheehy's got it at center ice. Takes it into the zone. Walks around 1. Loose in front. Boji will regroup behind their own net. Zick gets it down low to Henkel. Boji works it out of the zone. Knocked back in by Zick. Now long pass, uncollected. Cooper Smith back to get it. Plays it ahead. Henkel fans in the pass. Now gets it to Sheehy. Boji takes it back, tries to dump it in. Sheehy's got it at center ice. Works it into the zone. Sheehy with a one-man show goal to make it 7. So firing on all cylinders. Saints are out 7-0. 45-10. Shots on goal. 8:26 left in the period. I'm guessing Boji's called the timeouts. Oh, they just said 34 unassisted. They didn't want to roll the dice, but they get the last one around. 31 now watching the stream. Thanks everyone for paying attention. Maybe a foregone conclusion here with 8:26 left in the period. Saints are up 7-0. Shots 45-10. Let's see if there's any other finals around the league. The Blues and Fremont has gone final 6-4 in favor of Quad City. Waterloo is up on Sioux City 6-2. And the Lancers are beating the Oaks 2-1. We'll get Eli Schwartz, Michael Poles, and Tyler Randall. They'll be back by Schrader and Henry. Puck's down. Boji's got control. Inside their own blue line. They'll go D to D. Now up the near side. Long cross-ice pass inside the zone. Schrader's pass is blocked. Randall's offsides. Tags up. Delayed offsides. Waved off. Boji now the other way. A little more pep in their step here after the timeout. There's an elbow directly to, hey, they're going to call it. Look at that. It's technically an elbow to the head. He's going to call interference. I'll give them credit. They are getting the calls right. I mean, sending people to the box. They're not getting the actual right call. But. So the Saints will send out their #1 power play line. That's bad news for Boji. Sammy's got one, Zanton's got one, Weiner's got one, Ankles has got one. Hill might have one. Hill does have one. So all 5 of these guys have scored a goal. Loose puck. Hill's got it, gives it back to Henkel. Henkel at the blue line. Wheels away from one, gives off to Sammy. Sammy one-timer, shot blocked. Xander Sheehy all alone in the corner. Walks out, gets away from one, spins back towards the corner. Looking for Weiner on the far side. Still maintains the puck, now drops off to Henkel. Gets it back to Sammy, chips it off to Weiner. Sammy now again, the blue line. Cross-ice pass over to Weiner. Weiner back to Henkel. Henkel blasts it, saved by Luke. Still a minute left in the power play, so we'll send out the second unit. Peacock, who also has a goal. Michael Poles. Landon Schultz. Eli Schwartz. Ben Zick. Lined up at a wing position. Just doesn't look right. Sent behind the net. Boji will go to get it. It's left there. Now it's worked back up the boards. Loose puck. Back behind the goal line. Jackson Peacock blocks it. Continues to battle for the puck. Take it back away. Peacock's got it there. Now things settle in. He'll set up shop at the top of the circle. Peacock works it down to the goal line. Centering pass. Doesn't get through. Eli Schwartz in the corner. Walks behind the net. Centering pass. Gets blocked away. Boji gets it. They'll send it to length. No icing on the penalty kill. Schultz will wind us up behind the net. 5:40 left in the period. Boji's get two guys for checking. Into the power play. Now it's Michael Poles. Walks into the blue line. Shot. Glove save. Fox smothers in for the face-off. Boji controls. Sends out to center ice off William Henry's feet. 2-on-1 the other way. Boji with the shot. Nice save by Breen. Rolling clock. 5:52 left in the period. Smothers in for the face-off. And over Hill sends it off the boards. Played ahead. Jack Buger winds his way towards the net, gets a shot on net. Luke will cover it for the whistle. 4 minutes left in the period. Top line back out of Ruiz, Weiner, and Hill. We're back by Schultz and Hill. Ruiz wins it back to Weiner, gets it over to Schultz, tipped in front. Hill now in the corner, weaves away from one, gets behind the net. Walks up the far side, spins it back down to the corner. Jumps off Sammy's stick. Weiner tries to tip it towards the net, can't quite get there. That's all kinds of holding penalties. Sent out the near side, all the way back to center ice. And Schultz plays it ahead to Jensen Hill. Backhanded into the zone. Sammy Ruiz picks it up. Walks it to the far side. Tries to hit Weiner in front. It's covered. And we'll get a whistle. 3 minutes left in the period now. We'll get Heacock, Sheehy, and Henkel out there with Zick and Smith. Henkel steps in for the faceoff. Dubuque wins. Heacock sends it to the corner where Sheehy retrieves it. Sent out to center ice by Boji. Zick's got it there. Zick loses it there. Gets it back quickly though. Heacock now sends it ahead. Sheehy's the first one there. He's got the puck underneath him. Still battling for it, knocked down again. Now he gets away from it. Oh, that player knocked him down twice, but we're going to call the retaliation. 2 minutes, I'm guessing, for cross-checking. Cross-checking.
2:16 remaining.
So the face-off will come to the right of Breen. Jensen Hill will take it. He's out there with Cade Weiner. Puck's down. He controls. Boji takes it back. Stolen away. Jensen Hill now near side into the attacking zone. Knocked off his stick. Battles forward in the corner. Boji counters. 2 minutes left in the period. Sent ahead. Sent the other way. Cade Weiner will go 1-on-2. Still like his odds. Poked away by Garvin. He'll send it the other way. Comes off his stick. Weiner's got it back. Garvin will spin it. Sends it up the near side. Cross ice pass behind his player. Boji takes it into the zone. Plays it to Ben Zick, who fires at the length of the ice. Stopped there by Luke. He leaves it off for his defenseman. Advanced up the center ice by Boji. Jackson Heacock forces it back in the zone. Sent ahead. Boji's got it there. Knocked off the stick by Ben Zick. Knocked back to center ice. 1 minute to play in the period. 1 minute. Back into the zone. Back behind the net. Jackson Heacock will go back. Push the issue. Boji will force it up the near side. Cross ice pass. Boji works it into the near corner. Garvin hits the brakes. Reverses back towards center ice. Works into the zone. Spins at the top of the circle. Taken away there by Heacock. 30 seconds left in the play. Boji will dump it in. No ice for some reason. William Henry gets it pinned against the back wall. Seven seconds. Schultz wheels just to burn off the last couple seconds, and that'll do it here from Boji. Final score, 7-0. Shots on goal finish out at 49-11. Thanks for watching. This is Madison's dad saying, if you can find a rink, you can find a ring. See ya on Thursday in Cedar Rapids.